it's that time once again for another Alterac Valley, July the 5th, 2025. Looks like we got about 25 maniacs up in the house. I'm on my hunter because I shot the sheriff. Looks like we are up against the Ruthless pre-made here. Both teams look like they have a lot of heals. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. We're going to go up to Snowfall. Altsy was trying to steal that. We can't let that happen. Finish off Altsy here. Our whole team looks like they are coming up to Snowfall. Sometimes we like to have a good fight up there. Looks like they did send most of their team down south. We have a team that's converging on Stonehearth Graveyard. They haven't tapped Ice Blood Graveyard yet, so we're still okay down here. Unfortunately, due to server lag, man, sometimes you just got to avoid that first team fight and just try to fight half a team at a time, because Blizzard has not fixed the lag in Epic Battlegrounds. Of course, they said they tried to fix it in PvE raids, right? They were fixing it for 30-man raids, but what happens when you get a 40v40 fight? Looks like the majority of their team is down south. We're starting to tap everything in the midfield. They skipped everything in the midfield. Well, technically, we wiped the ones that were trying to tap anything, so now we're all up in our base. They have a shit ton here, man. They're putting all their eggs in this basket. They want to just go ahead and burn the 2 towers in our base and take out the boss. We're holding them off the graveyard. I'm falling back here. We still resurrect here. Alliance will respawn all the way at Stormpike Graveyard, so that's going to be a long haul for them to come back. We just got to start securing HKs right now. Ruthless Bros down here, obviously. And like I said, it doesn't look like their entire team's here, so there doesn't seem to be that much lag. Obviously, when you have full 40v40, there's a shit ton of lag, man. And the funny part is, everybody blames everyone else. Like, we'll say, oh, they're hacking, they're lagging the game out, and they'll say the same thing about us. But the bottom line is, it's probably not any of that. It's probably just Blizzard's servers are shit. Especially the fact now that they're run by Microsoft, and we know Microsoft puts everything onto the cloud servers. When you have something running on a cloud server, there's like 50,000 other things running on that same server, so of course it's going to get bogged down. And, you know, like I said, they're getting lagged out in PvE 30-man raids against, you know, NPCs. Imagine when you fight up against players and you got to go with 40v40, so they can't kill the lag in a 30-man, you know, PvE dungeon or raid. Why would they be able to fix it in an Epic Battleground with its full 40v40, and especially with as many abilities and everything everybody has these days? If you ever want to get lagged out in a match, just type /etrace one time during a match. If you do not have some of the stuff filtered out, there will be so many things scrolling by in that log, you will literally get DC'd from the server. That's just how much shit is actually coming through. You can't read any of the events. It constantly rolls over. And you got to think too, every time you do one event, that event has to get sent out to all 79 players in the match. So say, for example, your priest hits Fortitude, right? That's not only going to cast Fortitude and then go to you, and it's going to propagate out to, you know, another 79 people that you got Fortitude. It's also going to give all the people in range of the priest that does the Fortitude, it's going to give them the buff as well. So whenever that happens, that's another 40 buffs that's got to go out to everybody in the match. So 40 times 79, yeah, that's a lot of damn events. Blizzard's event system is totally screwed up, man. They really need to just go back from scratch and start over, man. It's because there's no way they're going to get it any faster. And it's going to get even worse, too, because they already said in the next Midnight expansion, they are adding even more talent points. So when you add more talent points, what does that mean? That means you get more passives, you get more procs. So it's going to be more and more events that's got to go out to all 79 players in the match. It just doesn't make sense for them to keep doing this. They're going to have to really prune the shit out of something. Alliance did burn our base, though, but we're going to finish wiping them so they can't kill our boss at least. Looks like we have done some damage up north a little bit. We've burned Stonehearth Bunker there, and we're trying to push into Icewing. I don't know if we had time to get Belinda yet or anything, so we are behind. That was a bad trade for us because we lost 2, and we only got 1. Bad trade. The good news is they're all getting sent up north. The bad news is we got to run about the same distance just to get to the midfield. Still got a couple down here. See if we can get those healers down, man. The Shaman just doesn't want to die. Beard's on fire. And we got to take out the Paladin too. Paladin's got no bubble. That means their history, especially when the healer's running. Chase down the Shaman. We should be good to go. Snowfall has been tapped to blue. Got a minute and a half if we want to try and flip it back. Where did the Shaman go? He's trying to escape. Is he going to go near our Shamans? No, he's not going over there by the cave. Got some NPCs to help, though. Finish him. Loot the dead-ass body there. Make sure they get cleaned out here at Frostwolf. We got a big push now to go to Iceblood Graveyard. I wonder how many they have up there. They have tapped the relief hut once again, so it looks like we didn't fully clean the base out. Sometimes you got to just keep someone there and watch everything. Obviously, you know, whenever we only have relief hut in the base, it's probably good to just keep 1 or 2 people watching that relief hut. They don't have a whole lot here. It looks like it's just Ruthless and a few people. Most of their team was taking Stone Hearth Graveyard, which we have lost now. They fully capped Snowfall. That means they're going to be spawning over here by Galb, so we know Galb's going to be getting hit next. All we got to do is see if we can hold this choke point, though. That is the thing. Are we going to be able to hold it? We'll see. They are spawning at Snowfall, so we got to push towards Gal for sure. Let's see if we can get our groove back in and take this one back, because we definitely are on the losing side right now. Galv is being called for sure. Yeah, they're definitely going to go to Galv. Got that Druid down there. They're trying to get over into the last 2 bunkers that we have up. Obviously, if they hit all 3 at the same time, we might be in massive trouble. Hopefully our stealth can get some stuff done and maybe get the graveyard back. They got 2.5 minutes for that to happen. Looks like we got one looking at Snowfall right now, too. We're trying to hold them to this choke point, though, man. This is going to be a rough choke point. They do have a shit ton of boomies, of course. We only have 2. It seems like that's all you see with Ruthless these days. I don't think I've seen them without 6 to 8 boomies, man. Granted, you know, you always see them with 10 to 12 healers, so I'm kind of surprised our team actually has 13 healers, because we don't usually run with that many, man. That's just too many healers. I don't like it more than 8, to be fair. I think more than 8 is overkill. You got to have some DPS in the match. Blizzard needs to limit that for sure. I think they should drop it down to 1 healer per 5-man group. So if you have 8 healers and a 40-man raid, that's more than enough. It should force any extra healers over to DPS, or even throw them into a different match entirely. That's just not fair, having that many heals. It's just craziness, right? We're trying to see if we can hold this graveyard. Are we going to be able to hold it? That is the number one question. We are fighting for our lives here. We did get a tap on Snowfall, so they don't have Stonehearth Graveyard yet either. If we can wipe them here, it's going to force them back to Stormpike Graveyard. And our rogue's got a tap on South Bunker too. That's always fun. If they respawn up there, they might even go back into their base and take even more time up there. Looks like I see a couple names over there too with Clan Battlehammer as well. We've ran into them a few times. They put up a pretty good fight as well. It's kind of funny when you see when they get a whole bunch of them, they'll get all on the same mount and try to like line up in a straight line formation. Pretty funny, man, to see for sure. Looks like we are starting to push them back a little bit. We just got to get their boomies out of here, man. I mean, out of the top 5 damage, it's 4 boomies. Ridiculous, right? There is a hunter on our team that is in the top 5, but they're slowly trying to push them down. That boomie, man, that Starfall is just ridiculous, because all it does is just sits there and AoEs everything in the range. That circle it hits is ridiculous, man. 40 yards, an entire circle around the Druid. So not only does it hit the people in front of you, it hits the people behind you that you don't even know they're there. It is insane. Ruthless Bro is down. We got one of their DPS down, so now we can try to push a little bit, get their healer down. Goodbye, Priest. Push them to Galv. Yeah, let's go. Is Galv under attack? We don't think we got a warning yet. Oh, man, what is that? Oh, I guess you're going to have to tune in next time for the epic conclusion. May all of your random battlegrounds be epic. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Until next time, GG for the Horde.